Now, let's talk about some G20 countries introducing sanctions against Russia. Of course, it is against the very principles and activity of G20. It also contradicts international law because sanctions can be introduced only within the framework of the United Nations and its Security Council.
I don't know if he believes he can actually win a battle over sanctions. He's actually not going to bring the subject up at the G20. He's made that clear. But he wants to make it clear to the West and to the domestic audience too that sanctions, in his view, are a mistake, an attempt by Russia's partners in the West, as he describes them, to help their own geopolitical interests. And he made it clear in that interview with TASS that the Western sanctions run counter to the principles of the G20, to international law, and to the WTO. He also admitted that they were having an effect, they were damaging to Russia, but he said they damaged America too. And he said that countries like Germany, which have a lot of economic cooperation with Russia, risk losing a lot of jobs back home if that economic cooperation is damaged too.
That's interesting, because I note that Russian officials are saying there will be a bilateral Putin-Merkel meeting in Australia. Do you think that the Russians see their relationship with Germany as crucially important to the next few days and weeks as they try to make sure that their economy, the Russian economy, isn't fundamentally damaged by what's going on?
I think that's absolutely right, Stephen, because there's a lot of business, a lot of trade between Russia and Germany. And I think the Kremlin respects Chancellor Merkel. A lot is said about a difficult relationship between the two leaders. But I think because she has been in power for so long, there is a grudging respect from the Kremlin and a belief that a good relationship with Germany could actually improve general relations between Russia and the European Union. The German foreign minister is expected here next week for talks principally on Ukraine. So I think that that meeting on the sidelines of the G20 between Putin and Merkel will be quite important.